This is one of the coolest things about lifting post-contest is you feel everything. Your muscle is so aware, I guess, and it's just soaking up everything, and that just makes the feeling that much more intense, the pump. You know, Arnold wasn't kidding. He said some audacious stuff just to be remembered. I can't say if it's exactly like coming, but it is cool.
The greatest feeling you can get in a gym, or the most satisfying feeling you can get in the gym, is the pump.
I would say it's better than coming, you know, because I'm here 5 a.m., super stoked to do it. Hey, good morning. It is 2 days post-competition. Yeah, it's Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Today's Tuesday. And what am I gonna do? I'm post-competition, and I guess there's that insulin sensitivity going on. I'm super full, I'm super lean. I've only come up like 2 pounds, let's say 3 pounds from stage weight. No, I was like 207 this morning. I was like 203.6, 3-4 pounds, give or take. Anyways, the point is, I wanna do the ultimate freaky full Nick arm workout because it's cool. For those of you who don't know, you get a crazy pump. Your body's super sensitive. It just soaks up everything that it's given. And I mimicked kind of a carb up meal for contest. So I had cream of rice, some honey, egg whites, spinach, and I stopped at the gas station and got a package of Pop-Tarts and a Ghost energy drink. And I'm fully hydrated. I have like 40 ounces of water in me. And I just want to see what this will do because I still have the cross striations in my triceps. I got the splits in my biceps, shredded serratus, and I want to see what we can do on an arm day. So anything goes. We're gonna probably do some supersets, and I'm gonna mess around with some hammer curls and some stuff for your forearms because this off season, I'm gonna really pay attention to my shoulders, upper back, lats, triceps, and forearms. That's been a critique of mine. I have really good muscle belly. Well, I have good muscle bellies for being such a tall guy for arms. I would really like to get the triceps bigger and the forearms really big, or at least further developed than they are now. Let's get some blood pumped into these arms and see what they look and feel like because it's cool. All right, let's do it.
I'm like getting the feeling of coming in the gym. I'm getting the feeling of coming at home. So I'm coming day and night. I mean, it's terrific, right?
Thank you. File off stage. We'll figure this out.
This time we're gonna rock just the black because they don't have my favorite blue in a large because I didn't order it in time. So we're gonna rock the black one. It's cold. I'm full, but I'm still cold. So let's warm up. Got to get the blood in there to begin with. The tricep makes up 3/4 of the arm. So if you want big arms, really focus on the back arms. How do you focus on the back arms? All the movements. Got to do the isolation movements, which is the ones where you just pivot at the elbow joint, but also dips, which is a compound movement. You pivot at the shoulder and the tricep and the elbow. And that hits every single head. It's a huge exercise. They all have their value. They all have specific things that they bring out of your arm. So I'd say do them all. Typically my arms get really pumped up if I superset. So I do a push down and then I do an overhead extension back to back, nice and slow for the warm up. Gonna do a couple rounds of this and see how my arms feel, see how I'm warming up, and then move on. Because I ate the Pop-Tart just like 20 minutes ago, so I think it takes a little bit of time to get into my system. So wicked arm pump is really cool, but what's the point outside of that? It's the post-contest rebound. So your body, as I understand it, is super sensitive and ready to uptake all these nutrients and really jumpstart. It's kind of common knowledge that you jumpstart your growth phase in this moment. So right now I'm not really pushing training. I'm just getting a pump and having fun with it, which is one of the perks of doing a contest prep. And if you love lifting and love the feeling of lifting, that's another bonus. So the value outside of a wicked arm pump is just the enhanced proprioception, the feel of the muscle, you get inside out feeling of the muscle, and just like an over awareness of it. The way you do any cues with training, you can mess around with just altering your grip just a little bit and you'll feel the difference. If you're having trouble connecting with certain body parts, then this is a good opportunity to try and dig into your own genetics, your own build, and see what works. And then, like I mentioned, it's a prime time for growth. So leading off with pump workouts, and then as my body gets acclimated to normalcy, we'll increase the intensity and just continue with the program that we set out from there. I also did some pull downs just to get my body moving. It's a big back movement, so I wanted to get warm fast so I can get this pump going. All right, now to warm up the brachialis, I'm gonna do some hammer curls just to be efficient right here at the rope. Push down, I'm gonna do some curls. Warming up, warming up, warming up. I wanna be maximally full before I shed this pump cover. When it starts getting pumped, I like to do slow eccentrics and then stay in the stretch. Kind of feels like I can kind of loosen up my body and make room for more blood, but I'm not sure if that's really the case. It just feels like that. Warm it up, stretch it out, stretch the fascia. All right, this is definitely the last warm-up set. I swear to God, you just want to be like ultimately ready for that big reveal. At least I do. Fail to prepare, you're prepared to fail. Slow eccentrics. I think it's ready. I feel pumped. What's up, Greg?
Good, brother.
Appreciate it.
Man, look at you.
Dude, I'm full from the contest.
You look good.
All right, do as many reps as I can there. Go immediately to the dip. All right, which side looks better? We're having to find out the camera angles and the lighting really fast so we can maintain the pump and get the good lighting. It's funny, all the carbs make you feel like you're cock diesel Godzilla, but when you get into it, you can feel like, yeah, you've been through a prep. So it's not like you have your off-season strength and energy, even though I had a Pop-Tart and cream of rice and honey and proper breakfast. It's still not fully full on Super Saiyan yet. You just feel like it because you're ultra full. All right, once again, back to the body weight dip. So yeah, we start with a stretch, and then, like I mentioned, this one is a mechanical advantage. You can use a bunch of muscles to get yourself up. Come up all the way, flex. I take my time on the way down. You take your time, you stretch that tricep, and it's the whole arm. It's the back, the side, the whole back of the arm. Plus it's chest and shoulders too, but right now we kind of stretched it and primed it with that first exercise, going ham on this one. We do tricep, come back to bicep. Just try to get a feel for it, not so heavy. Want to emphasize the contraction and the control over the contraction. Control both ends of the rep. A la Hunter. This is a good opportunity to talk about cluster sets. You can get a lot of volume in a short amount of time with decent weight. You do sets of like 3 to 6, rest 15 seconds, and do that for like 5 minutes. That's a cluster set. It's tough. Rest another 15 seconds and then continue. See how long I can keep this up. I want to get at least 3 to 5 reps. All right, we got them really pumped up. So now we're going to do just what I feel a lot. And anything overhead extension instead of a push down, I really feel in the big part of the back of the arm. And I think that's where you get the most bang for your buck when you're trying to go for sweep on the outer part of your tricep. So like in the back double bicep, how much your tricep hangs down. I think that's what you get when you do an extension, and also all the other movements, but I just feel a bias in that area with extensions. So I've always had a tougher time connecting with triceps versus compared to my biceps. So to get around that, I always slow down the eccentric, and that really enhances the awareness that you have with that muscle and the feeling, AKA proprioception. So I'll do this like 20 reps. I think that's about 6 or 7. 8, slow, 9. And then when it starts hurting, en masse, when it starts hurting, dig into it and control it. You're not done, control it on the way down, stay in the pain. And then you can't really get it up by yourself, but you can come down by yourself. Well, I can get it up by myself, but. Continue with the biceps. We did a preacher curl, we did a hammer curl for the brachioradialis. Now I want to do incline dumbbell curls, and that's an accentuation. You accentuate this stretch. Coming back here. So you come all the way up, peak contraction, and stretch it all the way back with your full control. You don't let the tension out. Well, at least I don't like to. You come right back up. This exercise is a humbler for sure. Peak contraction, you come all the way back. Tension, peak contraction, tension, 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 all the way up. Tension, tension, tension. Yeah. This one can get tough. So when you feel like you're failing, you're going both hands, but you want to extend the set just so you get more volume and more of a pump. You can start alternating, but still maintain that very controlled eccentric, stay in the pain. Oh yeah. Jeez. The muscle literally feels like it's just stretching and just stuffing more muscle in there. More blood, more carbs. Over time, this increases the muscle size. That's what we want. So here's where I start alternating. I still come back all the way and stretch. stretch all the way back. Feels good. All right, just to reiterate, why is this important outside of the shock value of fun for me being post-contest and getting a maximally full arm day, is just to show the enjoyment you get from something post-competition, so you can keep that post-competition blues, kind of the latency with that. But also it's like you're leading with this into your off season. So just taking the prep as it comes and enjoying the process. This is part of the process, but also just to show how sensitive your body is and how going through a contest prep, you deprive it just to rid yourself of body fat. And by the end of that, your body's a survival mechanism. Your body is programmed to survive, so it's going to want to hang on to everything. So as soon as you have an influx of carbs, fat, and everything, provided you're not doing it like way too much, your body utilizes that, and it goes to everything you want for bodybuilding, to building yourself back up and glycolytic enzymes and shoveling stuff back into your muscles and just making the ultimate environment for muscle growth. At the same time, your hormones are coming back up, you're getting better sleep because your body's not as stressed. Everything is primed right now for muscle growth and feeling good. Plus it's Christmas, and all those other calories, if you're disciplined, 90% of the time, all those calories are Christmas calories and they're muscle calories, and they're just all around way better during the holidays. So I think Christmas is just more anabolic. Jokes aside, that's kind of the point of this video, to show what the body goes through in a deprivation state, and then coming out of that, and then just taking advantage and having fun with it. All right, a big critique, which I know is true, is I don't have really big forearms. So Adam and myself, we're gonna work on forearms this off season. And we just so happen to have this one machine from Jim Lako. That's Pammy. She makes me feel good about myself. Now we have this one forearm machine from Jim Lako, and you can do this movement and this movement, which is essentially, I guess, an extension and a more of the flexors and the extensors of the arm. So we're gonna do 3 sets back to back of each side and see what that does. We're carved up. Let's see what it does to the forearms. Maybe we'll get a cool thumbnail out of it. See, you can see the back of the arm, how it works. But in addition to this, I know hammer curls. Actually need to lighten it. Jeez. If you can't see, it's on the first plate. So that's kind of how untrained this movement is for me. So there's a lot of opportunity for growth there. I can see it as like I'm weak as F, or I can see like, hey, I can progress a lot. All right, I felt that already. Going the other way now. I don't know what Adam's going to put on the program for forearm training, but I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be an adjustment period where I have to humble myself and just dig into the movement, because I am not used to forearm training. But forearms are really cool, especially if you're in like a business setting, wearing a polo, you want to flex, but you're in a business setting. Wear a polo with some forearms. You don't have to say anything. Just kind of talk a lot with your hands, People are going to be saying, yes, sir, yes, sir. right, that's one round. Extensors and flexors. See if we can just go right back into it. Oh, that burns a lot. I forgot, if you want like a full range of motion, I guess you can do a finger curl and then a forearm curl. Kind of makes sense to me. Yeah, that hurts like hell. Kind of forced to move slower too. I don't really know too much about this, but I think that's a good movement. That pretty much wraps up the crazy pumped arm day. It was an awesome pump. Can't wait to review the footage. Hope you get something out of it. Hope I made a point. Hope I showed you my affinity for the insulin sensitivity and post-contest structure and training, and how we're dealing with end of contest season and implementing structure immediately for the off season, because I have really good evidence after my first structured off season that it's well worth it, and you can't progress as fast as you want if you're not structured in the off season. That's just the cold hard truth. For me, you may be a genetic freak where you can kind of fuck off and then come right back on and make tons of progress. But for me, there's evidence that I need the off season. I want the off season, and my whole life is more organized and better because of it. So that's where we're at, and thanks for watching.